Hello and welcome. This is Timour Bariev, and this is my CIS 9467 midterm project presentation. For this project, I created a dashboard based on pet adoption data in Washington State that I got from data.com. Here's the raw data that I got from the website. It has 400 rows, and each row refers to a unique animal. Each animal has its own animal ID. It will tell us if it's a dog, a cat, a rabbit, or whatnot. Its gender, color, breed, location, and whether it's lost, found, or adoptable. On the first pie chart, you can see the proportion of a particular animal type. So as of right now, using the slicer, we are only looking at pets available for adoption. And you can see it is mostly cats. There is 5 dogs, 1 rabbit, and 1 Lop Holland, which is basically also a rabbit. Let's remove this filter for now because we'll be looking at another diagram to the top right, and we can actually see a proportion of lost, found, and adoptable pets. As you can see, lost and found are pretty close to each other, and adoptable number is a lot lower, which could be a good thing, which could mean that the owners actually claimed their pets. It could also mean that some pets needed additional examination or medical attention. And in the middle graph, we'll have some sad statistics. You can see that most of the animals were lost or found or became available for adoption in September. And there's also larger amount close to it. It's not random, unfortunately. Based on my own experience volunteering at an animal shelter, that happens pretty often. What people do, they get a pet during summer when they live in a summer house, when they go to the beach, and in September when it's time to go back to just little New York, or in this case some city in Washington, little apartment, you realize you can't really bring a dog there, so people just let them run away, and they tell kids to run away. It's very sad, and it's true. It's actually happening. On a bottom right diagram, you can see a Bing map that shows us where the most action is happening. Again, it's a combination of lost, found, and adoptable, which still shows a pretty clear picture. So how did we come up with these graphs? Let's go to the pivot table tab, and you can see that I used a count of animal ID to determine how many of a particular animal is in my data. I was able to do that because every animal has a unique animal ID, and that's why it works perfectly for these 3 pivot tables, including seasonality. I ran into trouble putting together a Bing map because this data only shows me name of a town, and I know it's in Washington State based on my data, But for example, Kent, Washington, well, maybe there is Kent in New York or Kent in Massachusetts. Bing Map wouldn't know that. So I had to use another Excel function that I looked up. It's called concatenate. So concatenate puts together two text fields and combines them into one long text. So in this case, I'm combining together whatever is in G18 Kent with comma space WA, and that goes for every other field. So I'm basically adding Washington next to the name of every town, and I just had to leave out the last field because it says blank and it's not really a town. And as you can see on the dashboard, that worked perfectly. Bing Map picked it up and it just shows me towns and cities in Washington State. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.